this situation, there's a couple things going on. All right, the defenseman's got the puck here. He's got two options. All right, he can try and make a pass to that winger. That's not really an option because we've got an O'Donnell player between him and him. All right, what needs to happen is that this winger needs to get on the ball and head to that defenseman right away. He doesn't need to be looking at that defenseman to see what's going to happen because really the defenseman only has one option at the end of the day. All right, he's got to put the puck up the boards. Hope he's either going to put it up hard on the glass, make it harder to the defenseman, or he's going to slide it up, which is not a great idea. But if he slides it up, at least this winger, if he's up on that defenseman, that puck should be getting out. Unfortunately, what happens is that winger doesn't go hard to the defenseman. All right, and this defenseman just slides the puck up the boards and goes right to the defenseman, and they put the puck back in again. But you're going to see as I play this forward that it actually gets even worse. All right, now here we go. This is the real kicker for me, and this is really what's getting under my skin. What's going on with our wingers and our forwards overall? This guy, that defenseman there, if our winger had gone to that defenseman and he had finished a hit, you don't need to kill this guy. I don't expect you to drive this guy through the boards. That's not going to happen. But you got to put body on him. And if we had put body on him, if he had gone straight to that defenseman, he would have been there before the puck. And I guarantee you, 90% chance that puck would have been out of the zone, and this winger here could have went onto the puck and probably would have went down the ice. Instead, this winger just slides right by him. And look where he's to now. He's outside the zone. This winger's outside the zone. We now have 4 O'Donnell players inside our blue line. All right, and we've got 3 of our guys. We're now outnumbered. Luckily right here, our defenseman happens to have the puck. All right, but he's got to actually get that puck now past technically 3 guys. Right, and these 2 guys are out of position. But the worst one is this guy right here. Because instead of finishing a hit, he's hoping that this puck somehow, and I don't know how he thought this was going to happen, thought that this puck was going to slide by that defenseman, or he's just going to go, oh, here you go, let the puck go, and you go down on a 2-on-1 or a breakaway. You know what, guys? This has got to stop. If you're not willing to lay a hit or take a hit, then you know what? Why are you playing this game? We don't want to see anybody hurt again. Like I said before, we're not looking for anybody on the other team to get hurt or on our team to get hurt. But the game of hockey is, hitting. You don't need to kill the guy. You just need to put body on him. And that puck would have been out of our zone, and we probably would have had a scoring opportunity. Instead, the puck gets put back in our zone. We're outnumbered. All right, you got to start laying the body. All right, so defenseman, this is something where I've noticed that we're doing a lot, and we're doing it too much. And you know, it's all good and good to be doing defense D to D passes, but too many times we're looking back and forth to our D partners as opposed to looking up the ice and moving the puck up the ice. You know, I understand when the situation comes up that you don't have anybody to pass to. Fair enough. I don't want you just blindly putting the puck up the ice, but we're getting caught. In this situation here, we get a defenseman right here. He's making a pass over to this defenseman. And all this defenseman needs to do is look up the ice, and he can hit that guy wide open, and we're moving down the ice with the puck. Instead, he holds, he hesitates, and he actually makes another D to D pass. So let's just watch what happens here in this situation as it plays forward. So, he got the puck here. He could have put the puck up to this forward. There's no one around him, right? He looks. He's still got time to put the puck up to the forward. This centerman here is actually starting to swing through the middle, all right? So he's starting to pick up some speed. But instead of putting it up to the forward, he actually is going to put the puck back to his defense partner, right? So we could have been moving up the ice with the puck. Instead, we're back. So let's keep playing it forward. And we can't see it here, but we're getting in trouble. You can see here now we're in trouble. Okay? If we had moved the puck up the ice at the first opportunity we had, we would have been breaking out of our zone. We would have been down the ice, and we probably would have a scoring opportunity. Instead, defensemen were trying to make too many D to D passes. Really, one D to D pass should be enough, and we should be moving out of the zone. We've moved the puck across the ice. We should be opening up ice that way. Yes, sometimes you have to make that second D to D pass, but too many times, guys, we're making that D to D pass more than once, sometimes two, three, four times. And all that's doing is running us out of time and space. We're letting the other team get in on us. We got to start moving that puck up to the forwards. All right, so this is another example of a face-off in our zone where again our centerman is leaving his man. O'Donnell wins the puck back to this forward, this defenseman here, and instead of this centerman taking his man, what he ends up doing, he skips around and he goes straight to that guy. That's this guy's man. He should be coming out hard. There's no one blocking him, and if not, then this guy's coming out hard, right? I mean, we got guys to do that job. So I mean, you got to take your man. So let's just watch what happens here. There we go. So what we actually have going on here, we got three guys going at this one defenseman. That can't be happening, guys. It just can't. In the centerman here, you look at this. That's your man there. You know, this can't be happening. Centerman, I can't say this enough. And again, this is a different centerman again from the last time that I showed her in the last video. Guys, take your man in our zone. All right, do your jobs. All right, so this is the second O'Donnell goal, and on this one here, you know, this centerman here again jumps the gun on this centerman. This guy here, he's supposed to be coming out hard. All right, either he's going to that defenseman or he's going to this guy, one or the other. But this centerman can't be jumping the gun. He's got to take his man. So let's just watch what happens here as this play goes forward. There, you see that? This situation we got here right now, we got this guy's coming out, this guy's coming out, this guy's coming out, this guy's coming out. Everybody's going that direction. We got one defenseman, and look at that, we got two O'Donnell players right there. All this guy needs to do is to put puck in on net. We're outnumbered 2-1. What actually happens is the puck, gets a weird bounce. I think it's tipped or something, and they happen to score a goal. But guys, centerman, you got to do your jobs. This has got to stop, guys. And if I got to show 100 videos of this in order to make this happen, then I'm gonna do it. Let's play it forward and watch what happens. Now we got three guys out here. One of them is a centerman. We're supposed to have a centerman down here. Okay? And again, every single centerman is doing this. It's not one centerman that's doing this. I've already showed you two videos tonight where it's two different centermen. I've seen the other centermen do this as well. Guys, you gotta do your jobs. All right. All right. This is a good example of us forechecking hard on O'Donnell, and coming up with some pretty good results. Again, if we are pressuring them, we're limiting their time and space with the puck. They're gonna cough it up. We're gonna get opportunities. Just watch what happens here. Puck goes over. We're on them quick. They're back in their zone. We're on them again. Almost get the scoring opportunity. Now, what happens here? We stop pressuring. Now they get the opportunity to break out. Right? So, it's just another example of us, when we do start pressuring them and we start giving them less time and space with the puck, we cause turnovers. They're not as good as you think they are. And again, they're not as good as they think they are. So we got to put pressure on them. This is the same thing with every single team we play. All right, so this is the third goal that O'Donnell scored, and this is pretty typical of O'Donnell how they move the puck. The defenseman moves the puck up to the forwards, and they either get to the red line, they tip it in, or they move it to the guy swinging through here, and you're going to see the O'Donnell player actually split our defenseman. But this is why we gotta have guys hard on the puck, guys picking up these guys on the ball wall here, and defensemen. You gotta be aware of this guy coming through the middle here. And look at how spread out O'Donnell is. You know, it's they got a guy here, a guy there, a guy here, a guy here, and there's another guy off the screen, probably up in the other corner of our blue line. They spread out, and that's how they're able to move the puck around so well. We seem to bunch up all the time. That's what makes it difficult to defend against them sometimes. But we let them do this to us. You know, so we gotta learn to counteract this and deal with it and use that to our advantage when we get the puck. We gotta stop bunching up. We gotta start spreading out. Let's just watch what happens as this play moves forward. Right there. He split our defense right away. Here's that other forward that I was talking about. He was up in this corner up here, spread out. You know, our defensemen, we need to start moving that puck up the wings, up the boards, and that's what O'Donnell's doing here in this case. They're moving it up the boards. They've got a guy on the boards. They've got a guy in the center ice. They got a guy on the other side. They're all spread out. They've got options, and this is something we need to start doing ourselves. We can't bunch up into one area because it makes it easy for other teams to defend against us. All right. At the same time, with these guys, we need to be getting on the puck quickly. We can't be allowing them to get control of the puck and spread out and move the puck the way they want. If we are forechecking quickly and we're pressuring them quickly, they won't have the opportunity to move the puck the way they want. But when you give O'Donnell the opportunity to move the puck the way they want to move it and to spread out, they're going to hurt you. All right? And as they did here. All right. So this is an example basically of us being lazy. Nothing else but us being lazy. This is the centerman. This is a winger. The puck started over on this side of the ice, all right? And it got moved over this way. And we could see what was happening. This centerman was actually up here, all right? Again, example of a centerman out of position, okay? He shouldn't be up there. This winger, as the puck is moving in this direction, he's got to get over to that slot area. He's that sag man. But he's not. He's being lazy. All right? And this centerman is being lazy. And that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. There's no getting around it. This is just being lazy. And if you don't want to be out there, you don't want to be skating hard, you don't want to be working hard all the time, then you know what? Tell us. We won't put you on the ice. But you guys, you got to be going full out the whole time. You got to be going hard. You got to be putting the effort into this. 50-50 pucks, we got to start winning. And this is what's killing us, really, at the end of the day. If this puck, we've got an O'Donnell player here, one here, so he's actually in front of the net by himself, that O'Donnell player is. Because he's actually, look, our players are here, he's between our guys in the net, and then this guy's here. If this puck actually squirted out the front of the net here, we got this guy going in the net, we got that guy going in the net. We're out now outnumbered, there's a goal scored. Alright? And this guy's probably sitting there, that guy's sitting there, and, well, it wasn't my fault, I wasn't there. Well, no, you weren't there because you weren't doing your jobs. You know? You guys, you gotta be going hard all the time. You can't just be lazy out there on the ice. Like I said, if you don't want to skate, let us know. We won't put you on the ice.